Okay, so 30 days ago I posted a video that got 4 views, and 2 of those were me refreshing the page to see if it even uploaded right. Today my channel's monetized, and I really don't want to make this sound like some overnight glow up thing, because it wasn't that. It was honestly one of the hardest months I have ever had in a while. And there was a night in the middle of it where I was almost done. I was about to delete the whole thing, the whole YouTube. So, let me actually tell you what happened. It all started kind of randomly. I couldn't sleep one night and I had been watching story time videos for years at that point. You know, the ones, no face, just some voice telling you this wild thing that supposedly happened to them. And I remember just lying there thinking, I have literally been telling stories like this to my friends my whole life. So why am I not doing this? Like, instead of becoming the consumer, why am I not benefiting from this thing? So, like this, at one morning I decided that today I'm gonna start YouTube. No excuses, just use your phone and some brain. So it was like a very 1 a.m. kind of decision. So I had no camera, no money for equipment, honestly no real plan for what I was even going to post. Having my own money has always been my dream. Being independent, being able to earn myself, and of course to gift my parents expensive things. So I've always been curious to do some work including tuitions and things, but I think I never thought of YouTube, and when I thought about this, so I think this is the best. So the first 2 weeks I just did whatever felt safe. Some gossip stuff, a little fandom content, retelling other people's stories in my own words, and the numbers were rough as usual, like single digits number. 1, 2, 4, 9. The highest I got in the first 2 weeks were 10 views and a very bad CTR. I remember uploading one video I had spent 3 hours editing and just watching it sit at 9 views for 2 days. That was the night I almost quit, honestly. I was just staring at that number, 9, and I had this thought maybe I'm just not good at this. Maybe this is one of those things that works for other people and not for me. Maybe this is the kind of thing that requires some actual skill. I actually had the delete button pulled up on my screen. And to be clear, I'm a very emotional person. I really take very quick decisions. Just like starting YouTube was all of a sudden. So simply I was about to delete it, but I didn't. But I got closer than I ever told anyone. And what stopped me was kind of random thing actually. I went and checked my short form stuff, the little vertical clips I had been posting almost as an afterthought, not even thinking about them much. And some of those had hundreds of views. A couple had thousands. Meanwhile, my long videos were basically dead silent. And I remember just sitting there thinking, okay, they are clearly telling me something here. I just haven't been listening. So I did something that honestly scared me more than starting the channel did in the first place. I stopped posting other people's stories and started writing my own. My first original one took me literally an entire weekend. I rewrote the ending 4 times because it just didn't felt earned. It wasn't perfect, not even close, but it was my own for the very first time. Since my shorts were getting views, so I started using them as a promotion for my long videos. I would take the most intense moment from whatever story I had written, the cliffhanger, the line right before everything falls apart, and post just that as the teaser. So if you wanted to actually know what happened, you had to go watch the full video. And the last thing, I started actually thinking about my titles and thumbnails instead of throwing them together in 2 minutes before uploading. Every single one had to promise this one specific visual moment. Something that made you go, wait, I need to know what is inside this. It's not like the numbers exploded overnight or anything dramatic like that, but they started moving. Videos that used to sit at 10, 12 views started pulling in hundreds instead. And honestly, I was so deep into just making the next video that I almost missed the actual moment it happened. At around day 28, I checked my channel the way I did every night by that point, kind of out of habit more than hope at that stage. And the numbers had already crossed the line without me even noticing. I had gotten so busy writing and creating original stuff that I had stopped refreshing analytics every hour like I did in the first week. I applied for monetization, and it was just within 29 or 30 days of me starting YouTube. And I didn't scream or anything. I just kind of sat there for a second, thinking about the version of me a month earlier who almost pressed delete over a video that had 9 views. I can say that I got kind of lucky because my videos were pushed. The impressions were high and the CTR was amazing. Of course, it was my hard work too, but YouTube also gave me a real push, my content a real push, and they tried to test it because there are some creators who spent years on YouTube and still couldn't monetize a single channel. So if you are on day 3 right now with 4 views wondering if this is ever gonna change, believe me, it is gonna change one day. Post consistently and be optimistic. Guys, this was a story of one of my friend, and she shared this story with me because she herself is making a video on her YouTube journey, but she wanted me to tell it in the form of storytelling because she really wants to support me, and she was the one looking up to her. I started YouTube. So guys, please like, share and subscribe. I'll be really grateful to you. Thank you guys. Bye. Take care.